Welcome everybody to another episode on life insurance. This one's called Full Coverage A-Rated Life Insurance with Asthma, Irregular Heart Rhythm, Hep C, MS, and blood thinners. So if you have any of those conditions or all of those conditions, this is for you. Or if you know someone that has those conditions, this is for you to help them out as well. Please feel free to share this video or on the website, share the blog with anyone that it might be helpful for. And if you would like to see anything added to this video, added to the blog on the website, please email us at hello@protectwithinsurance.com. Also, if you'd like to see a different video altogether or a different blog altogether, please reach out to us again at that email. Let us know what you want to know about, and we'll be happy to put a video together so that it could be helpful to you. Now, first and foremost, the following list, the following information applies to our access. Most other agencies are not going to be able to do what we can do. We pull from a lot of A-rated life insurance companies that have deep pockets, great investors, and real solid underwriting. And these companies will give preferred ratings more often than not, which is the healthiest rating you can get, which brings your price down and gets you coverage that's not a gamble, coverage that you know is going to take care of your loved ones when they need it. So that's our blanket statement, is that the following does not apply to just go out and talk to another agency. This is based on our access that we have, and it's pretty special access. So now, first thing I want to quickly talk about, because I'm going to refer to these terms throughout this video. One is there are 4 general categories of health rating and policies that you can get. What you want in an ideal scenario is preferred health rating. That's the best. It's above average health rating. We can get this for a lot of more severe conditions as well. And again, it's just because the access to the companies that we have. A step below that is standard. That's closer to an average health rating. And then below standard, and again, bear in mind as we go lower and lower, it tends to be that prices go up. Policy quality isn't quite as high, it doesn't offer as many bells and whistles. But all of these are going to be full coverage, whole life insurance. So if you know what that is, then you're going to be covered with all 4 categories. It's just the best is preferred. So preferred, standard, graded, and then guaranteed issue life insurance. And by title, it sounds like that should be a really good, exciting thing. And it is, because a lot of people, that's their only option. And again, it's whole life insurance, but that's something that tends to have the highest prices because it is guaranteed issue. And with the graded as well as the guaranteed issue policies, they do have different versions of a 2-year waiting period. So check out our other videos, check out our blogs, or give us a call if you want more information on how those work. But otherwise, let's go ahead and just dive in. Now, first of all, asthma, real common. A lot of people have asthma, have breathing problems, things like that. Even severe asthma is actually fine. And even with severe asthma, you can get a preferred health rating. Now, what you can't have, and to get these preferred health ratings, COPD is also moderately common. So if you have severe asthma and you do have a diagnosis of COPD, and or you're taking prescription medicines that are designed for COPD, and I'm not talking about they can be used for 800 things and one of them is COPD, but if you look it up on Google and it says COPD medication, then that is COPD. At least that's the way life insurance companies are going to see it. A lot of them use automated processes nowadays to determine if you're going to be approved or declined. So if you have COPD, or if it's a COPD exclusive medication, you're most likely going to be in that graded category. There are some exceptions. We have occasionally gotten a preferred health rating, but typically your expectation should be a graded life insurance policy. Now, if you're using breathing oxygen tanks, I'm not talking about a CPAP, which is extremely common. There's no oxygen tank on most CPAPs. It is compressed air, and it basically it pulls out the oxygen from the air, and then you're breathing that in. That's not what we're talking about. That is perfectly fine. You're going to have no issues with that. However, if you have prescription oxygen tanks and you wheel them around the house and you have to have your oxygen tanks replaced, and they are prescriptions, so either someone comes in and they drop off oxygen tanks or you have to go pick them up, that's a different animal, and that's guaranteed issue policies only if you have breathing oxygen. Now, irregular heart rhythm. But again, otherwise, asthma's fine. So irregular heart rhythm, let's dig into that really quick. Most irregular heart rhythm issues, and when I say no, most, I'm talking about 98%, grand majority of them, you'll get a preferred health rating. Heart murmurs, other heartbeat rhythm, in conditions that are impacting heartbeat rhythm. The exception would be things like, and this is not heart rhythm related, this is just something that it can be connected to. If you have congestive heart failure, things like that, that's a different thing, and that's going to be guaranteed issue only. If you have angina, then typically with angina, you can get a preferred health rating as long as you've had angina for at least a year. Now, as far as blood thinners, typically it's not a problem. And if you have had these blood thinners if you've been taking them for at least a year, then you're going to be in good shape to get a preferred health rating. So no problems there. But if you've had, let's say, again, connected issues, but having nothing necessarily to do with blood thinners or with irregular heart rhythm, but just connected to the heart, if you've had heart attacks, same thing with strokes and whatnot, but heart surgeries, heart problems within the last year, then you're going to have to go guaranteed issue. And typically what I recommend to my clients in that situation is start now with the guaranteed issue policy. And then once it has been a year from the point where you've had your problem, we get on the phone and we talk again and we just assess. And as long as no other issues have come up in that time that would impact your policy, then we go ahead and we change you into a standard or preferred health rating policy. And it's worthwhile to do that. Your price will drop, policy quality will increase. But if you did have other things, well, then it's a good thing that we started that guaranteed issue policy, because that 2-year waiting period is already, there's a big bite out of it, and that's going to help you out. Now, hepatitis C, that one's a quick and easy one. Whether it's cured or whether you currently still have hepatitis C, there are a lot of carriers out there, believe it or not, that will decline you. But we have access to companies that give you a preferred health rating. That's the way it should be. MS, we have access to amazing companies that give preferred health ratings. It's incredible because very few companies offer this. Very few companies require that you go graded or guaranteed issue, but you can get a preferred health rating. So I hope this has been helpful. Please reach out to us. Let us know what you have going on. Worst case scenario is we spend 5 minutes with you. We just get you your accurate quote, tell you what your options are. And if you decide that you want to take it a step further and see if we can actually get the official approval, of course, we'd love to help you with that too. Our goal is just to protect you, protect your families. So that's what we strive for. So please reach out to us, let us know how we can help. Beyond that, stay safe out there.